Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen. That's the rookie Tyler Luke. He begins this one. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Real quick. Maybe you only rapid pay the bills. Now I'm in it. Not even a little bit. Hold on. Know yourself. Know your worth. My actions getting louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down the earth. Going through it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the
Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sidelines. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. Now he takes off, and he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's to the big rookie out of Michigan, Holston Loveland.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And caught left side by Odunze. And he'll be forced out of bounds, a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got Loveland free left side. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On the give, it is Monunga. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Monunga gonna get it again. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. They're gonna run it here with Monunga. What a call on this opening drive. They're gonna go for it on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That is incomplete. They elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
These are the situations where as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
That one complete. It's Keaton Mitchell. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not. And it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Ready. Ready?
Ritter gonna hold on to this one. Can he get away? No! He's gonna be taken down behind the line.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Ritter. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
coverage.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
And he's going to be stopped well short of the first down. Gain of 6, but it brings up 4th down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Here we go. Set, cut.
4th down, here's Ritter. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he will score! Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore. That his second TD catch of the season.
Tyler Luke on the extra point.
The extra point, up and good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. Open and downfield is lovely. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
6 yards.
A big-time play for the Bears. 36 yards.
36 yards.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a check play.
He's got room to roam. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive, and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ready.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's the fullback, Ricard. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
Taken down at the 41. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4.
Here we go. 10 black.
They'll try to power ahead with Ricard. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
At the 40-yard line.
A nice gain out of that position, Mike, that we don't typically see get a lot of carries anymore. I'm a big fan of any offense that still recognizes the usefulness of that fullback position. Work him in every now and then as a ball carrier, and you can see it pay off.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Come on, set.
On the ground, it's the tight end. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was roughed right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Set, hut. Ready.
Here's Ritter to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of spark.
And he's got the first down. Well done there as they pick up a 4th and 5.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Red, 38. Shovel, 38. Stay.
Out of the gun, it's Ritter, exiting the pocket right. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Jacoby Myers was the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Let's go. 60 red. Stay.
Here's a design run.
At the 6-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Set, hut.
Ritter now off the bootleg. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. The veteran safety, Kevin Byard, getting in there to make the play. The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down.
Yellow, 22. Hut.
They'll try to throw for it with Ritter. That is Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Ravens.
So by nature, Mike, you know I am a guy that is generally aggressive on 4th down, but I'm not sure if I was the coach that I would even be this aggressive. I mean, it was 4th and long, but hey, listen, they have confidence in their offense, they have confidence in their group, and hey, who are we to second guess them?
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
You know, Mike, for a lot of guys in the league, the best way to make an impact as a rookie is through special teams. And anytime you can make yourself valuable, find a way to contribute, you do it. And that was a heck of a return right there.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Williams. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. On 4th down, the Bears send out their 2nd-year man, Tory Taylor, to punt. Nicole Hardman deep to return. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue 32. Hut.
First carry here for Kyron Williams. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Green, come on, set. 50, Green, ready.
On play action, Ritter. He'll air one out for Higgins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Set, ready. 45, White.
To throw is Ritter. Pass to the right side. He's got Andrews. He'll get out of bounds. A gain of 8. That's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
On the ground, this is Williams. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. T.J. Edwards there on the stop.
23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8.
Set, hut, ready.
Off the fake, here's Ritter. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Kyron Williams, the intended receiver there. And it'll be 3rd down.
And the defender does such a good job, like not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Ravens sending the punt team out there. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. A fair catch called for and taken in, although we do have a flag down. So we're going to have to sort this one out. On 4th down, Jack Browning is on to punt. And back deep is Devin Duvernay to return.
so hard to say what goes wrong on these bad snaps, Mike. You know, sometimes it's mechanics, sometimes it's concentration, sometimes, frankly, it's just bad luck and things go sideways, but he puts a little bit too much juice on it, ends up out of the punter's reach, and now they're heading back to the sideline knowing they just put their defense in a really bad spot.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. 60 reps. Opposite. Reset.
Trying the left side. Here goes Williams. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 4th down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Down. Set.
Now off the bootleg. He'll look to throw here. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. He pulls it in around the 5. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal.
Hut, hut.
They'll run. It's Williams. Powering forward. He's in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Baltimore. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Luke now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens will take a 21-7 lead. After the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
They'll take over 1st down and goal.
They go play action with Ritter. That is hot. What a job to keep the play alive. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
What is up?
That is caught out wide on the RPO. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll go right and find his running back. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago as they stop with 28 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and 5.
What is up?
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Set, ready. Yellow, 22. Cut, go. Ready.
They go play action now. Ritter. This one taken in by Chanel. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close.
Here we go. 45, white. Set, go.
Play action. It's Ritter. Pushed out to his left. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone. And incomplete.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
Ready, red, cut.
He'll step up and run. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go now. 52 blue. Clock, 10. Trouble, 38. Blue striker. Red, cycle. Set.
From the gun on 3rd down. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon. And the Bears are going to get the football here. It'll come out to the 20. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll force him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. On the bootleg, it's Levis. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
I've been in enough locker rooms in my day, Mike, and pretty much all of the messages are the same. We want to start the second half fast. We want to take the fight to our opponent. Well, snapping the ball inside your own 5-yard line after that sack, I promise you, was not part of the speech. And if they're not careful, they're on the verge of surrendering 2 points.
A pretty good comeback, to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down. Ravens bring their punt team out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Duvernay to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own 35-yard line.
What is up? Dad! Vegas!
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. He gets this complete to Burden. And he'll indeed pick up a Bears first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end. I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
13 yards on that pass play. First down, Chicago.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard, very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive. It's important. So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Olamide Zaccheaus. Touchdown, Bears.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half.
Ravens 28, Bears
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Levis. Now a deep ball from Mitchell. He's got it! And he will score! Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So Ritter will bring them to the line for this 2-point attempt. And he's going to be taken down in the backfield. No chance on that one. 2-point attempt snuffed out. Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Colston Loveland was the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. Play fake, and they'll throw.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Williams now to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a 1st down. On the ground, here is Manunga. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Dominique Hampton there to bring him down. So, from 37, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Williams. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 2nd rounder.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them the curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. T.J. Edwards there on the stop.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the gun, it's Levis. He's got his tight end. That's Andrew. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll find the rookie out of Iowa State, Jaden Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 18 yards on the connection. First down, Baltimore. Here's Levis to throw. Try to set up the screen to Mitchell. And he's out of bounds here. It's a big pickup at the end here of the 3rd quarter of play. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Mitchell. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Now, Levis. He's going to tuck it and go.
That's a good effort here by the quarterback. He does the wise thing. He picks up all he can, all while protecting himself. He hightails it out of bounds. Positive gain. 2nd down.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. Now. Ready. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's into the end zone yet again. Peyton Mitchell, touchdown Ravens. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
And he'll take it in. Made the right read on the zone read. And tacking on 2 points. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
What is up?
Williams. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tavarius Ward. And the Ravens will have great field position right around midfield.
And really the story of the day for this offense, Mike, is it's just been far too many self-inflicted wounds. You're not going to overcome being reckless with the ball, inconsistent with the passing game, and beat teams in the NFL. It's just not going to happen, and the bad day at the office just continues.
Blue striker. Ready.
He'll throw on 1st down with Ritter. Out to his right. There's a throw right side. It'll be incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Out of the pistol, it's Ritter. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
3rd and long.
Come on, set. Yellow, claw, 10. Set.
Off the fake, here's Ritter. That is intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
What is going on?
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw. And even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to have the Bears first down. That was something else. Big pickup on fourth and long. And they get a new center down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Williams to the air once more. He pulls it in around the 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Field goal not going to help much at this point. They've got to go for it on fourth and goal. He's got his big tight end. Poston Lovely. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least, and of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
Makes the score. Ravens 42, Bears 22. Milo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Ritter on first down. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
A 9-yard loss.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Ritter. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
It's a loss of
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Green Jack, ready.
On second down, it's Ritter. That one incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Ready.
From the gun on third down, here's Ritter. He'll air one out for Higgins. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
That's fielded at about the 18. And no chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Third here, man, Will Anderson. He gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. He gets this complete to Burden. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. What a play on 4th and long. 38 yards. The break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Chicago.
Now Williams. Williams hit, and he loses the football. One of the Ravens has it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
The return starts from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A play fake. Now Williams. Loveland open one side. He's got it. And they'll be set up now. Past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 12 yards.
Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels!
First down. A gain of 12.
Vegas! Vegas!
And the Bears.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Let's go!
Here's Williams. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And it looks like he's going to come up just short for the 1st down. Out of bounds. A yard shy of what they needed. Let's pick it up on 3rd down. Throwing again. Williams. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. They try to throw again. Here's Williams. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
Williams pass intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.